In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brakes on your INFINITI G35. Using a 21mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Remove the 14mm caliper bolts. I'm going to pull the caliper towards me, just slightly depress the pistons, and then pull it off, and using a hanger, hang the caliper to something so that there's no tension hanging on the hose. Take the pads out of the caliper. Using a 22mm socket, remove the caliper bracket bolts. Remove the caliper bracket. Remove the brake rotor. If your hub has a lot of rust and corrosion on it, take a wire wheel or a wire brush and clean the surface and then around here. Using a piston depressor or a large set of pliers, we're going to squeeze the piston all the way back. If it's not pushing back, it means you need a new caliper. Do this nice and slow. Grab your new rotor. I'm going to put it on the hub. Take a bit of parts cleaner and clean around the face of the rotor. Give it a wipe down with a clean rag and get all of the oil coat off of it. Flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. I'm going to take one lug nut and thread it on, and that'll hold the rotor there for me while I reassemble the brakes. Remove the old shims. Pull the slides out. Remember to keep their position. Take a clean rag, clean all the old grease off of the pins. Grab some new grease. Put a gentle coating around the slide pin. And install it back into the caliper. I like to check to make sure that it moves freely. Do the same thing on the other one. Using a wire brush or wheel, clean up around where the shims will sit. Do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take a tiny bit of brake lube, put it where the shims are going to sit, just a light skim coating. The same thing on the other side. Install the shims. Install the bracket onto the rotor and get your bolts started. Snug them down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 113 to 14 foot-pounds. Install the pads into the caliper bracket. I like to put a little bit of lube right here for where the piston will contact the back. Take the caliper off your hook and install it onto the bracket. Install the bolts. Torque the caliper bolts to 17 to 22 foot-pounds. Remove the lug nut. Install the wheel. Start your 5 lug nuts. Snug all the lug nuts down. And we'll torque them on the ground. Torque your wheels to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.